In exploring the concept of networking like a pro, building relationships the historical way, the introduction focuses on understanding historical networking practices. This involves examining how relationships and connections were cultivated in past eras, which can offer timeless lessons for today's networking landscape. Networking historically was less about digital convenience and more about face-to-face interactions, reputation, and mutual benefit. It relied heavily on social structures, such as guilds, salons, and social clubs, where individuals could exchange ideas, collaborate on projects, and support one another's career advancement. The significance of understanding historical networking practices lies in their enduring principles. By examining how people connected in the past, we can glean insights into the power of authenticity, reciprocity, and trust in building lasting relationships. These elements remain crucial in today's digital networking, where electronic communication often lacks the depth and personal touch of historical interactions. Today's professionals can enhance the quality of their connections by integrating these time-tested approaches into their modern strategies. Consider the example of the Renaissance, a period rich with vibrant networks of artists, scientists, and patrons. The Medici family, for instance, played a pivotal role in fostering a community of creative minds by providing support and resources, leading to a flourishing of art and innovation. Another example is the Enlightenment salons, which served as hubs for intellectuals to engage in discussions that influence societal change and progress. These gatherings underscore the importance of creating spaces, physical or virtual, where diverse minds can collaborate and inspire each other. Support for historical networking practices often comes from those who advocate for a return to more personal and meaningful interactions. Proponents argue that while modern technology facilitates greater connectivity, it can sometimes lead to superficial relationships that lack genuine engagement. However, there are challenges and controversies associated with romanticizing past networking methods. Critics might point out that historical systems often excluded marginalized groups and that modern technology has democratized access to networking opportunities. This analysis of historical networking practices connects to and influences other aspects of building relationships by emphasizing the value of depth over breadth. It encourages a focus on quality interactions that can lead to fruitful collaborations and mutual growth. As we engage with the concept of networking like a pro, understanding these historical foundations allows us to blend the best of both worlds, leveraging modern tools while maintaining the essence of authentic human connection. By doing so, professionals can build networks that are not only expansive but also deeply impactful. The foundation of networking. Lessons from the past highlights the essential principles and time-tested strategies that have underpinned successful relationship building throughout history. This concept emphasizes that despite technological advancements and evolving communication platforms, the core tenets of networking remain constant. The foundation of networking is based on mutual respect, trust, and the value of building genuine connections. Historically, these relationships were often cultivated through face-to-face interactions, correspondence, and shared experiences, laying the groundwork for successful collaborations and alliances. The significance of this point in relation to the main topic, networking like a pro, building relationships the historical way, lies in understanding that while tools and methods may change, the art of networking is rooted in age-old practices of human connection. By examining past methodologies, modern networkers can derive invaluable insights into creating meaningful, long-lasting professional relationships. A prime example of historical networking is the salon culture of 17th and 18th century France, where intellectuals, artists, and political figures gathered in informal settings to exchange ideas. These gatherings fostered influential networks that spurred Enlightenment thinking and cultural movements. Another example is the guilds of the medieval period, which were formed by craftsmen and merchants. These associations not only provided mutual support, but also created a framework for professional development and collaborative opportunities, much like modern-day professional organizations. Supporters of this idea argue that a historical perspective on networking reveals the unchanging human element in the process, emphasizing empathy, listening, and reciprocity. They suggest that these timeless principles are often overlooked in the digital age where interactions can become transactional and superficial. However, there are challenges and alternative viewpoints. Some might argue that modern technology and global connectivity have transformed networking so significantly that historical practices are less relevant. The rapid pace and scale at which relationships are now formed can overshadow the slower, more deliberate practices of the past. Critics may also point out that historical examples often exclude diverse voices and perspectives, suggesting that a modern framework should be more inclusive and adaptable. This point on the foundation of networking connects to other aspects of the main topic by offering a lens through which current strategies can be evaluated and improved. Understanding these foundations allows modern professionals to balance new tools with time-proven techniques, ensuring that technology enhances, rather than detracts from, the human experience of networking. By weaving historical lessons into contemporary practices, individuals can cultivate networks that are not only extensive but also rich in quality and depth. In the realm of professional and personal success, networking is a crucial skill. The heading, Influential Figures and Their Networking Strategies, delves into how historical figures mastered the art of building and maintaining relationships to achieve greatness. Networking, in this context, refers to the strategic cultivation of relationships that can provide mutual benefits. It's about connecting with others to exchange information, resources, and support, ultimately enhancing one's influence and opportunities. The significance of this point in relation to networking like a pro, building relationships the historical way, is profound. By examining the strategies of influential figures, we can extract timeless principles that remain relevant today. Understanding these strategies illuminates the ways strong networks have historically contributed to success, offering lessons applicable to contemporary networking. For instance, Benjamin Franklin is a classic example. Known for his wit and intelligence, Franklin was a master networker. He formed the Junto Club, a group of like-minded individuals who met regularly to discuss ideas and collaborate. This network allowed Franklin to tap into diverse knowledge and gain support for his ventures, demonstrating the power of collaborative learning and mutual aid. Another example is Katharine Graham, the former publisher of the Washington Post. She understood the importance of building relationships with influential figures across politics and media. Her ability to maintain these connections enabled her to guide her newspaper through pivotal moments, such as the Watergate scandal, underscoring the importance of networking in navigating crises and seizing opportunities. Opinions supporting the idea of learning from historical networking strategies highlight the timeless nature of human connections. While technology has transformed communication, the fundamental principles of trust, reciprocity, and shared interests remain crucial. Critics, however, might argue that historical strategies are less applicable in today's fast-paced digital world, where networking often occurs in virtual spaces. Challenges associated with this concept include the risk of relying too heavily on historical figures who operated in different social and technological contexts. Moreover, alternative viewpoints suggest that modern networking might require new strategies that emphasize digital presence and global reach. This exploration of historical networking strategies deeply influences other aspects of networking by providing a foundational understanding of what has worked in the past. It underscores the importance of adaptability and continuous learning in networking, emphasizing that while methods evolve, the core essence of forming meaningful connections remains unchanged. By learning from history, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate the complexities of modern networking with a blend of time-tested wisdom and innovative approaches. Building trust and reputation in a historical context refers to the practices and strategies used throughout history to establish and maintain credibility and good standing within a community or network. In the realm of networking, these elements are crucial as they lay the foundation for meaningful and lasting relationships. Trust acts as the glue that holds connections together, while reputation serves as a reflection of one's character and integrity in the eyes of others. Historically, individuals and groups have relied on consistent communication, mutual benefit, and shared values to cultivate these attributes. This point is significant to the broader topic of networking because trust and reputation have always been central to successful relationship building. In times before digital communication, trust was often built through face-to-face interactions, where one's word and actions directly influenced their standing within a community. Reputation was maintained through social networks that were smaller and more localized, making authenticity and accountability paramount. Understanding these historical practices enriches our perspective on modern networking by highlighting timeless principles such as honesty and reliability, which remain essential today. One example of building trust historically can be found in medieval guilds. These associations of craftsmen and merchants established trust among members by setting standards for quality and fair practice. Reputation was critical for business success, and craftsmen often spent years as apprentices mastering their trade and earning their community's trust. Another example is the system of patronage in Renaissance Europe, where artists and scholars relied on the support of influential patrons. This system was based on mutual benefit and respect, with reputations carefully cultivated through talent and loyalty. Support for the importance of trust and reputation can be found in numerous historical accounts where the absence of these elements led to failure. From ancient times to today, the collapse of trust has often resulted in the breakdown of relationships and networks, whether in commerce, politics, or personal interactions. Challenges associated with building trust historically include overcoming cultural barriers and the slow dissemination of information, which could hinder reputation management. Controversies might arise over the authenticity of reputation, as history is replete with examples of forged alliances and betrayals. Some may argue that a reputation could be based on manipulation rather than genuine integrity. The concept of trust and reputation interconnects with other aspects of networking by influencing the methods used to establish and maintain relationships. It plays a role in communication style, negotiation tactics, and the approach one takes to offer and receive help within a network. By understanding these historical lessons, modern networkers can more effectively build relationships that are both meaningful and enduring.